Turn off your fucking game. It's live.
Welcome back, everybody, to the podcast.
Every time I hear this man's chest in the beginning breathe in, I know he's about to say it.
Fuck you, dude.
Oh, well, it'll be okay.
I told you, people like consistency. We're trying to keep it consistent.
People like consistency. I guess they do. I do sometimes. I don't know. I like to mix it
consistent.
Except
for this podcast.
Except for this podcast. Why?
Yeah. You're not. I feel like you play with people's emotions.
Me?
Yeah, you.
Negative.
Negative?
Negative.
Negative?
Negative.
All right.
I leave people alone.
Maybe that's the problem.
Yeah? Are you about to lose your mic over there in the mic stand?
No. Maybe people don't want you.
To leave them alone?
To leave them alone.
Oh, my God.
Maybe they really like you.
Oh, I know what you're getting at. Leave that. Nope. Leave that alone. Nope. We will not get into that. But you were saying before the podcast started, you tried to fucking talk. You Dave Bautista doesn't like Disney anymore. What's going on?
That was not what
Dave
I
Bautista
said.
basically said. He said next time I go to a pitch meeting, and Kevin, anytime all of them's there, he said he's gonna whip his dick out, slap it on the table, and say, "This is enough. Is enough."
Whoa.
I am done with Drax.
No, he said that he just, after Guardians 3, he doesn't see where his character could go. And they've, in the comic books, there's precedent for Drax, the Destroyer, going into a different body. So it's entirely possible they just recast him.
Well, I think he recommended that they recast him.
Yeah, but it's weird because it seems like something happened, because in Guardians 2 and Guardians 1, Dave was down. Like, he loved it. He wanted to be in everything.
Well, you got to understand, he was one of the very, very, very outspoken people that was very pissed when James Gunn got fired originally.
Yeah.
And he said it was a total PR stunt, is what he thinks.
Mm-hmm.
And he's been very vocal about it, so I think he lost a lot of faith when that happened.
Oh, yeah, probably.
So I think that had a lot to do with it, but I'm kind of surprised. It's a money-making thing. Maybe he just doesn't care about the money.
I'm sure now he was in that new movie, The Army of the Dead, or whatever, Zack Snyder's movie.
Army of the Dead, yeah.
I heard it was pretty good.
Didn't it just come out like yesterday?
Yeah.
I haven't seen it.
From what I've heard, it looked pretty good. But I don't know yet. I'll probably watch it tonight if it's out.
I'll have to watch it. Oh,
it's a zombie heist movie, right?
There's like a middle, what is it? It's like in the middle of the zombie apocalypse, and they decide that this would be the easiest. But it's only in a certain area, though, right?
Yeah.
It's all good. Isn't it? I thought they were like quarantined in a certain section.
From what I've read, it looks like this rich guy.
Yeah.
Who tells them that whoever tells them the lead, that where this thing is, where they need to rob it, it looks like it's in quarantine in Las Vegas. So if you've ever played Dead Rising,
yeah,
it's kind of like it was restricted to Las Vegas.
If you've ever seen, what is it? Well, for people that have never played Dead Rising, if you've seen Dawn of the Dead,
yeah, exactly.
Picture that mall being the only place. Or that city they're in. Imagine that's the only city that's affected type shit.
So what it looks like is there's been a quarantine in Las Vegas. And
it's Las Vegas?
From what it looks like they're robbing a casino.
Okay.
But it looks like that it's just been under quarantine and nobody knows what the quarantine is.
Jesus Christ.
And when they get there, they realize it's zombies.
Wait, so they plan this heist in this quarantine zone. So what this sounds, Jesus, that sounds like such a weak plot.
Yes and no.
You get some dumbass people that are like, oh, there's a quarantine zone.
I think it's more like, Chernobyl.
Yeah.
That's a quarantine zone.
Yeah, but I'm 90% sure everybody knew not to fucking go there.
Well, you ever seen Godzilla?
Yeah.
Okay, so think about it like that. Bryan Cranston went to, I don't even know what that nuclear reactor would be called.
Anyway.
We went to that meltdown,
yeah.
And it wasn't radioactive anymore.
Okay.
It would, I assume that'd be like that. Like they've been under quarantine for like 6 years, 7 years.
I guess we'll have to see.
Yeah. And like they go and they're like, there's just money sitting in a vault. Super easy in and out. Worst thing we'll run into is a bunch of sick people.
It's funny because the people that are going to listen to this, because this won't come out until fucking Friday. Or, yeah, Friday.
Yeah, the people who listen to this have already seen it.
Well, no, by the time this comes out, we'll have already seen it. And I'll be like, wow, look at us dumbasses fucking over here. Like, this is what this movie's about. But
we could probably look it up.
I guess we'll see. Yeah, I mean, I don't want to do that, though. I don't want to spoil
It's on Netflix, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll just look on Netflix and see if it's out.
And see what the plot, like if they give a
I'll
better,
read the
see if they give a better synopsis in the description than what they've been given. Because I'm pretty sure even when the trailer came out, it wasn't very clear, right?
The trailer told me that it was like,
well, yeah, that's how I found out about.
They didn't know there were zombies and.
Okay.
I would not. It doesn't matter if it's $1 trillion. That's easy to get. I'm not going into a zombie.
That's what I don't.
Quarantine zone.
I don't get it. You think it'd be
releases, right?
I thought it'd be on the premiere page.
I would think so too.
I thought it'd be like the first thing on. Unless it's not out, we could be wrong.
It's called Army of the Dead, right?
Yeah. Army of the Dead, first option. It's not out yet. Let me look.
If it was on Netflix, wouldn't it show up?
I guess it's not out. Hold on.
Like it would have its title.
Let me.
Side note: Skylines is a horrible movie. Never watch it.
May 21st.
That's in like
several
7 days, probably less.
So this should come out just in time.
Our speculation shouldn't be too bad.
It shouldn't be too bad. I guess we'll see. Damn it! I wanted to go home and watch it. Well, oh well.
I know, me too.
It's already obviously they've been pre-releases, so people have seen it. But after a zombie outbreak in Las Vegas, a group of mercenaries take the ultimate gamble by venturing into the quarantine zone for their greatest heist ever. So they're mercenaries.
But they did, at least from what I saw, make it very clear they did not know there were zombies in there.
Okay, 74% on Rotten Tomatoes. 7.6 on IMDb out of 10.
Yeah, but you also have to remember that it's people already start giving, like, because Dave Bautista's in it, it'll get a bad review immediately.
Why?
Because he's a wrestler.
Seriously?
There was a big problem with Guardians 1 about that. People didn't like Drax at first because they were like, oh, he takes things too literally. That's the entire point.
I thought that was Drax.
That is literally
like, that's his people.
That's the entire point. Like, people just found shit to pick on because it was Bautista. I think he's done a fantastic transition.
Yeah, I mean, I think I would hope everybody would agree that he's done good.
Him and The Rock, which is ironic.
The Rock.
Dwayne The Rock.
Oh, as far as acting?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. To me, it was different with The Rock, though, because...
Definitely.
Because Bautista, like, never made it a point to try and get bigger roles, because I don't think he cared. But to me, it seemed like The Rock wanted to be taken more seriously because he was like, no, I'm switching careers. Like, I am an actor now. I am not a wrestler. Like, I want to act. And obviously that's what he eventually did. But
and now he plays with giant CGI monkeys.
Well, to be fair, it took a couple pretty wacky roles. Like, he did, like, the Tooth Fairy Game Plan. He didn't, I think his first super serious role right before he started doing all his good stuff was like the movie Faster.
In The Rundown.
And stuff like that, yeah.
There's a movie, I always get confused. It's The Rundown and...
The Rundown was in 2004.
There's a movie that's just like The Rundown that The Rock's in.
Walking Tall.
I always get them confused. They're the same movie.
But they're not.
They're not at all.
No, they're not. They're
not at all.
No.
But if I look at both, I'm just like, I could interchange the names.
Yeah. It's really fun. I think there's two versions of Walking Tall, too. There's one with the white guy, and then there's, I think the one with the white guy's fucking Mark Wahlberg.
What?
Yeah, I think it came out after Dwayne's. Honestly, either that or Dwayne's was the remake.
Is The guy from American Pie, which one is he in? Stifler. Stifler's in one of them.
That's The Rundown.
Okay. Give me 2 seconds. I'm going to let my dog out.
Okay.
You're going to have to cut out that silence.
It'll be okay. But what I was saying was, yeah, okay, so it was a sequel to, I guess the recently retired sheriff is called back into action to defend his FBI girlfriend and her child. Jesus Christ. It's like a second version of the movie. It looks like a sequel, but it's not the same person. It's a white guy. And then there was also a Walking Tall that was old. But either way, The Rundown came out in 2003, and then Walking Tall with The Rock came out in 2004. So that's also probably why you get them confused, because they came like right after each other.
So one came out like...
The Rundown came out in 2003, and then Walking Tall came out in 2004.
Okay, that's definitely why you get them confused.
Probably, but those are both fucking really good movies. But that's crazy because it was still early in Rock's acting career.
And also,
Faster wasn't even until 2010.
When did the second Journey to the Center of the Earth come out?
I think 2011.
Because Brendan Fraser was in the first one, and then in the second one.
Oh, holy shit! Never mind. Brendan Fraser's was 2011.
And then
I think
The Rock replaced him. Wasn't he supposed to be like his uncle or something?
I thought it was his brother. Journey to the Center of the Earth is 2008.
And then
Journey 2 is 2012. And then Journey 3.
There was a 3.
It's coming out.
It's coming out?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah, From the Earth to the Moon. And it's got all of them again.
The Rock and Josh Hutcherson.
Yes.
And the chick.
Well, it's got the movie, and it's got them casted as it, but it doesn't necessarily mean they will be in it. So
is Vanessa Hudgens there?
Yeah.
She's in it too.
She might be there. I don't. That's what I'm saying. Like the movie is.
I didn't.
What the fuck?
I think the second ones weren't as good as the first one, but I really, really, really liked the first one with Brendan Fraser.
Well, that's also because it was supposed to be like the book.
And it was like almost exactly like the book.
I meant like not like the actual book by Jules Verne, Journey to the Center of the Earth. I meant like it was supposed to like that book was supposed to be like it's hard to fucking never mind. It's because it's not even like that. It's whatever.
You are confusing.
I'm confusing myself. It's okay. But either way, good movie. But Dwayne wasn't taken seriously for a long time. And I don't know why. I mean, I liked his movies, but then again, a lot of the movies he did make at the time, some of them were for kids. So.
Like Tooth Fairy?
Yeah, like Tooth Fairy, and then you had The Game Plan.
But I liked Game Plan.
I think that was 2008. Faster came out in 2010.
Faster was a fantastic movie.
It was. It was a weird movie, but it was good. Other than him getting shot in the head twice, but whatever.
It's possible. It's happened before.
Pussy Blade, get the fuck out of here.
It has.
Twice?
Yes.
Or is it technically?
Dude, there's a bunch of crazy. Have you ever seen the movie Hacksaw Ridge?
No.
You've never seen Hacksaw Ridge with Andrew
No.
Garfield? Okay, first off, I hate war movies. Saving Private Ryan, I think, is a little overrated. But
fuck no.
I'm not a Tom
no.
Hanks
See,
guy.
I'm the complete opposite. Was it 1914, 1917?
The one that was like
1917.
Right around Dunkirk.
Okay, Dunkirk. 1917, Dunkirk. Fucking
1914.
I think it's 1917. Is that?
I don't know.
Is that the one that was one continuous shot? Dunkirk.
Whichever one had the one continuous shot. I've just seen the continuous shot, and it was beautiful.
Technically, it's actually not a continuous shot. They use camera tricks. Yeah. But either way.
I meant whenever he's running and he like trips and falls and he has to catch back up with the camera. He wasn't supposed to trip and fall, and he actually had to run and catch back up with the camera.
Probably, yeah.
And it was just super, super cool because that was all done.
Well, Christopher Nolan directed Dunkirk.
Yeah.
I'm a slut for Christopher Nolan, but
I think that's been stated on the podcast.
I'll say it over and over again for my Chrissy boy. But
Batman Begins is the only bad movie he's made.
No, it's not. I am a slut for war movies, but only if they're good, because they make really bad ones too.
I really liked. I think I showed you Ghosts of War, Netflix original. I really like that.
I don't think I've seen
it. You told me you did.
Ghosts of
It's
War.
got Juice in it from Sons of Anarchy.
Okay, I think I did see it then.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah,
And
that
it's
sounds
got
right.
One of the guys from Pitch Perfect. He has the glasses. I can't remember his name.
I can't remember his name either. But so you don't like war movies?
It's no. Hold on. I didn't say I didn't.
I
like
think
war
Saving
movies.
Private Ryan's overrated.
I just think Saving Private Ryan, which is the go-to really realistic war movie, is
Dude,
overrated.
because it's it's ridiculous.
I think Hacksaw Ridge is a really, really good war movie.
Okay.
And it's based on a true story. It's based on this kid, Desmond Doss. He's a soldier and he enlists in the military, but he's what do you call it? It's when he refuses to pick up a gun.
A pacifist.
He's a pacifist. So.
Oh my God! Is it about the guy that refused to kill anybody and saved like 1 billion fucking soldiers?
Saved like 80. It was either.
Okay,
I don't want to lowball this.
Don't they
man.
call this guy the real life Captain America?
Yeah, because he refused to pick up a gun. Okay,
And they said he was gonna die.
Yeah, he was on top of Hacksaw Ridge. He was the only medic.
Whatchamacallit plays him in this movie?
Andrew Garfield.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
And his superior
I've seen it.
officer
I've
is
seen
Vince
it.
Vaughn. Super good movie.
Yeah. Okay. I have seen
Fantastic.
it. That's Hacksaw Ridge.
Yeah, and it's based on a true story.
Yeah, I knew that. Well, that's why they called him the real life Captain America. But
And
yeah,
at the very, very end of the movie,
doesn't he die?
No. He doesn't die. 2 grenades get thrown at him, and he kicks both of them away and saves his entire platoon.
Yeah.
And he's getting carried off on a stretcher, and it's super, super sweet moment because all the people who said they would never do anything for him make sure he gets off Hacksaw Ridge, and he's about to get pulled down on the stretcher because they're on this giant cliff. Mm-hmm. It's a ridge.
Yeah.
And he lost his Bible in the explosion, and you see like all these people run back and try and save it. I think somebody dies going back to get this Desmond Doss's Bible.
That's the dumbest shit I've ever heard.
But
is that theatrical?
It's real.
I hope that was theatrical.
I don't know.
I really hope they didn't run back to get this man's fucking Bible.
But they did. And it was the people who told him they would never do anything for him.
Oh, I bet.
So it was just a very sweet moment. It was because, he's one of them too. It doesn't matter if he has a gun or not.
Well, the same thing happened in another great fucking war movie, Fury, with Shia LaBeouf.
Okay, that's a great movie.
Dude.
I love that movie.
And that other guy that also didn't want to like shoot anybody.
Brad Pitt, Shia LaBeouf. Oh my God, dude. Punisher. I can't remember his name. John Bernthal.
Dude, and then you got movies like fucking Inglourious Bastards that are like, let's just rewrite history how it should have gone.
See, but Inglourious Bastards is so tense.
Bro, Operation Valkyrie, that one's tense.
I don't think I've seen Valkyrie.
It's Tom Cruise's movie.
Yeah.
And it shows them trying to infiltrate and kill Hitler. It shows the first 2 attempts at killing Hitler, or the ones that were almost successful.
Yeah.
Like, it was as small as they were going to be in this Nazi bunker, and some of them, one guy who, it's Tom Cruise's character, is disguised as a Nazi, officer, leader, officer. And they end up moving to like the bunker they were going to go in. He has got a suitcase, and it's an old school one, and you like pinch here, and then it's timed from those pinches that they do in the metal, because he's pinching like a tube that's in a briefcase.
Right.
And when he sets it under the table, it's supposed to be in a room with no windows, and he's supposed to leave, and boom, goes off, Hitler's dead. They tried to do this twice, once on a plane. It didn't fucking go off.
They almost had it. It just didn't go off.
It didn't go, to the point where it didn't go off. The bottle, it was a package, and it had a champagne glass in it or something to the effect. And it was like they were almost like suspicious about it because it was supposed to blow up. So the people who, I guess, handled it thought it was a little weird or something like that. Maybe I'm maybe I'm forgetting the movie wrong, but either way, that was the first time. Didn't go off. They had to defuse it when they got it, because they got it back was the point. And they were like, oh fuck, this is still technically a live bomb. So they had to defuse it and then get rid of it. And then the second time, it was supposed to be in a bunker with no windows, and then last minute they moved the fucking meeting to like a big bunker that has a whole bunch of windows so it can't contain the blast, and then the table they have is like not a special table, but it's a big ass bulky fucking like heavy old school table. So
didn't that bomb go off and everybody died but Hitler?
That
like
bomb,
something
bomb,
saved Hitler.
The fucking where the table was placed.
Yeah, the table saved Hitler. Everyone died.
Well,
but Hitler.
and since there were windows there, the blast went out instead of being contained inside that room. So yeah, it wasn't concentrated either. Literally,
talk about waking up and being like, "Well, I guess I am chosen."
No.
Are you kidding,
dude?
After a failed assassination,
okay,
you
but
wake up and everyone around you's
either
dead
way,
but you. Are
the
you
movie's super fucking intense.
Tell me why that motherfucker's crazy.
Because in the end, they all die. It's because it's a real story.
Yeah, I'm sure they do.
Yeah, they get shot at the end, and then
probably super rough,
right? But then you get movies like Quentin Tarantino, and he's like, "Fuck that, let's kill Hitler in the theater." Dope. Have you ever seen it?
Hitler's alive.
Have you ever seen Inglourious Basterds?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't believe Spock is in that. It's crazy. Before he was Spock, I thought.
The new one.
Mm-hmm.
Man, he's such a good Spock.
Yeah, I can't remember his name.
I can't remember his name either. But he plays. Who's that other guy that plays? That's another good show. It reminds me of the doctor in there, Bones. And then you get him in The Boys. He's good.
Yeah, that's.
I can't remember his name.
Dude, I literally had it.
I thought it was like Kurt something. Oh my God, it's in the back of my, like, it's in the tip of my tongue. I can't remember his name. Urban something, right? Carl Urban. Haha. Okay.
We said it at the same time.
I know, but I did it with my brain.
That's
you
funny.
did it with Google, didn't you?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, I really didn't. It said Leonard McCoy when I pulled it up. just so that we're clear.
Okay.
No cap.
It did say Leonard McCoy. That's so funny.
I looked up Bones Star Trek and it said Leonard McCoy.
Dude, I still can't believe Chekhov in real life died.
Okay, do you know how he died?
No.
Okay, hear me out. This is fucking incredible.
So for those who don't know, what are we talking about?
Okay,
the actor who plays the new Chekhov in the JJ.
Anton Yelvich.
What is it?
Anton Yelvich.
Okay, in the new JJ.
In the new J.J. Abrams Star Trek,
trilogy.
He plays Chekhov. He's also the main character of the new Fright Night.
Yes, fuck, that's so good.
Movie.
That was so good.
And I love, just a little off topic before I tell you, I love that in that movie, the guy who crashes into the back of them while they're getting chased, and he has the for sale signs in the back of his car. He gets out and he's yelling at them.
Is he the original?
He's the original Jerry from Fright Night.
That's pretty dope.
Super cool.
Okay, that's pretty cool.
But Anton Yelvich, the kid,
died in real life.
Died in real life due to a manufacturing error with the Jeep that he drove. He went to go get his mail one night.
Yeah.
And he was standing at his mailbox and
it hit him.
Crushed him in between his mailbox. Because he put on the park and the park didn't work. The parking brake didn't engage.
Bullshit. Did Jeep fucking... I hope they got sued.
Oh, they got sued hard and they recalled every Jeep.
Jesus.
Yeah.
That's rough. Are you serious?
Yeah.
I think I read about that. Yeah. That's fucking insane.
It's awful.
He played a good check. I liked him too. Do you know where he got it?
That's why the new Star Trek isn't happening.
Well, they were only supposed to make 3 anyway.
Yeah, but...
what's
his name wrote the third one?
Well, yeah, and it already came out though.
Yeah, no, I know, but some people didn't like it.
Well, you also have to understand what's his face said it was a very complicated thing to write.
Mm-hmm. Especially without
what is it, Simon Pegg?
Yeah,
he was a co-writer. But no, and I thought they weren't doing the one that Quentin Tarantino wanted to do, because we wanted a Quentin Tarantino Star Trek.
We did.
Dude, Quentin Tarantino wants to make a rated R Star Trek.
That would be so weird.
That'd be fucking sick as fuck. What do you mean?
It's already depressing being PG-13. Imagine how depressing it would be whenever, there could be super gruesome murders, like Game of Thrones style murders. Game of Thrones is so depressing.
So is Sons of Anarchy.
Yeah, but
fucking Sons of Anarchy.
Jax's mom, fuck her.
Not literally. Everybody else has. Gemma. Jesus Christ, that woman is rough.
That murder scene with her is rough.
When she kills Tara?
Yeah. Like rough.
Yeah.
Rough.
It's fucking bad. So I hope we just didn't spoil that for a lot of people, but because that's
all I said was murder scene.
I know.
And you're like, when she murders Tara.
Yeah, it's still a cult classic. I'm so sorry, guys, if you've been watching Sons of
honestly,
Anarchy.
I hated
Gemma
the CGI
is
in
a
the final
piece
episode.
of shit.
CGI when spoiler alert. Hold on.
Fuck.
Spoiler
CGI.
fucking alert.
What?
Just end of the show. Spoiler alert. Do not. And Sons of Anarchy right here. The CGI when Jax kills himself is awful.
What CGI?
He runs into a truck.
Yeah.
It looks awful.
Oh, you'd be really upset to know that's not CGI. That he was actually on a real motorcycle that was on a track that was being pulled by a trailer. So
It looks awful.
That was real. The reason it looks awful is because you can tell he's not driving the bike. It's clearly not like it's being stationary, but like it's obviously moving.
Whatever they did,
Yeah.
I don't remember. I just remember that scene
Now,
stuck out as looking awful.
I do want to
want to
say if they didn't do that, they did it separate to where the police behind him were shot and then he was shot and then they spliced it together. I think it was one of the two, but I'm pretty sure both were practical. I don't think
That's
they used
just a depressing ending.
Yeah, I don't think they used effects.
Why
But
did-
you also have to
why?
understand that show was based off the play Hamlet, and in Hamlet everyone dies too,
Yeah.
right? But I mean, I think Kurt Sutter is a genius, but I wish he would have gone in a different direction. I didn't want him. I didn't want Mayans. I didn't want to see that.
Me neither.
No, I wanted to see like the original Redwood original, like the first 10 or whatever the fuck it is.
Yeah, I feel you.
Yeah, that would have been dope as fuck, because then you could have seen like everybody become a piece of shit.
Yeah.
Like, I know you're pieces of shit.
I'm just waiting for it.
How did you be like? Yeah, like and that's the craziest part is it started in Redwood, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then at the end of the show, it's as far as all around the world.
Right.
So seeing that build, I want to know. That would be so fucking cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, but instead Kurt Sutter was like, well,
we're just going to give you the Mayans.
yeah, which is fine. I'm sure other people like that. I don't know. I was never, I mean, honestly, I would have been more interested in the, what were they called? They were the actual gang. They weren't the biker gang. They were the street gang. Fuck. There's basically the other crime organization they worked with. I can't remember the Ballas. That's from GTA 5. That's from GTA. But it's literally something silly like that. I want to Google it now. Give it a goog.
Give it a goog.
I'm gonna give it a goog.
Give it a goog.
Fuck.
Give
Jesus
it a
Christ.
goog.
Also, I just saw an article for Elon Musk. Did you see what he said on SNL the other night?
Do you know how much that man said on this?
Okay, basically he cracked a joke about him having Asperger's. There's multiple articles correcting someone, like he is someone who has Asperger's.
Yeah, I know.
Cool. Someone corrected him and wrote an entire article about it, about how it's no longer politically correct to say Asperger's, and there's an actual term for it now. It's like MS, something like weird like that. And
He has Asperger's.
that's my point. I've rolled my eyes the entire time. I was like, why the fuck is this article? Like, why does this exist? Not to switch the topic, but that just reminded me, and I saw an article and I was like, what? It just clicked in my brain. How ridiculous that there are people out there that fucking care that much.
That's it. What? Why would
Bro, that's like someone being like, yeah, I have Down syndrome. And they're like, whoa.
you can't
say Down syndrome anymore. And you're like, wait a second. You know,
But
I'm the one with it, right?
I
Like,
have
yeah,
Down
dude.
syndrome.
What?
Like what?
That was my point. And I was like, okay. And there were multiple articles about this. Multiple. And guess where they were sleuthing through the internet at?
Where?
Reddit and Google.
Oh my god.
I know. The domains. What was I Googling? Oh.
You were looking up the other gang in Sons of Anarchy. At least I know you can hear me.
Yeah, why?
Just sometimes you don't respond.
Oh.
But I'm like, I know you hear me in your ears. It's
I do
fine.
be hearing you, you know? Can I just have a list, please? Bitch, come the fuck on. 'Cause you had the black biker gang because they didn't mix races in the and Sons of Anarchy, and they were called the Bastards. Grim Bastards, Mayan, Sons of Anarchies. Then Trade, Russian, Galando.
You're gonna hear that pop on the recording. That's my jaw. I just want you to know. And I was like far away from the mic.
It'd be like that, dog. 1-Niners.
The 1-Niners.
And as soon as I said that, you were like, "Oh, the 1-Niners." Yeah, the 1-Niners. I would have been more interested in them.
Yeah.
Because their dynamic was weird. Because
well, yeah, but the Mayans has a way better show name than the 1-Niners.
Yeah, and I guess he wanted to stick with motorcycle clubs. But the reason I thought the 1-Niners would be cool is because like the first 3 times you see them, they have different bosses because every time you've seen their boss in the same scene, they get fucking killed. So then the last dude we end up with is the guy we like because he's like the one you don't expect to be the boss because he was not the type of guy who was like, right. I'm running the gang. Yeah. Well, it's like almost like the 10th in line of the Queen. Well, if the first 9 people in front of you get slaughtered, I'm afraid if you're not prepared, you're still in charge.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what happened. And it was really funny, but his character arc was super cool because he went from this obviously very skittish guy who just watched his boss get fucking blown to pieces and then got promoted in the same minute. He was a little skeptical, but eventually, cool dude. I would have much rather seen that. But instead, we got Mayans MC, and I
he didn't die, did he?
No, he didn't.
Good
no, actually, I think at the end, it got to the point where, I mean, because in the beginning, they would have never done business with somebody of color, or if they did, it was under the table, and the actual club didn't know about it. But obviously, Jax was trying to lean it in a more legitimate direction, so they started mingling with everybody. But what was your original question?
I didn't have one.
Oh, I thought you did.
Mm-mm.
Oh, okay. Have you seen?
I stated that I hated the ending scene.
Yeah. It's a weird way to end the show. But the couple scenes before that were dope. Like the way they lead up to it.
I think so. It's been a while.
It's been a long time. It's like when they're in the garage and they go to shoot him and then they end up like shooting one of their own. And he's like, yeah, we'll say you ran, blah, blah, blah. Because he had to meet the Men of Mayhem. Like he had to meet his maker. But they were like, we're not going to fucking kill you. And he's like, I'll kill me. But it's just a way for them to have a clean conscience and then him still be out of the club, I guess.
Who's they?
His gang, the people at his table.
I'm asking who that was at that point.
Jax. Oh, you had Chibs, you had Tig, you had
Chibs is the one, the Irish, right?
Yes.
Okay, I was so sad whenever they killed him in Guardians 2. Sorry, change the topic.
Was he in Guardians?
Yeah, he was in Guardians of the Galaxy. He was part of the Ravagers in Guardians 1, and then in Guardians 2, he's part of Yondu's crew that gets thrown out of the airlock whenever there's a mutiny by Taserface.
I don't think that's him.
No, it is.
Is it?
Yeah, it is.
Really?
He's pretty recognizable, bud.
I know, but there's a guy that looks like him, too.
Johnny Depp? Yeah, no, it's not him either.
That's not what I know what you mean, but no. What's with the Christmas specials of Guardians of the Galaxy?
On Disney Plus?
Yeah, what's it about?
I no idea. I haven't seen them.
Okay, hold on. I'm on the list of actors.
They did Lego Christmas specials, and there's a bunch of Christmas stuff coming out right now. AJR, they just released a Christmas album, and Little Nas X just released a Christmas single. Everybody's releasing. Yeah, it's weird.
Is Sean Gunn related to James Gunn?
Yeah, it's his brother.
Oh.
He does all the mocap for Rocket on set.
He's also in the movie.
Yep, he's one of the Ravagers.
No shit. Dave Bautista says filming James Bond's Spectre was a nightmare. Dave Bautista's got a lot of shit to say here lately. What's that about?
Probably because he was, like we said, he was a wrestler.
Is he fucking bitter?
And maybe it's he sees Hollywood for what it really is. And he's just done.
That's why everybody's leaving LA, dude. I was also reading a couple things on Reddit. You know how, like, obviously, like, the comedy scene died in fucking LA.
Yep.
And then due to COVID, but then LA people, like the county, didn't help. Like the way they did the lockdown, stuff like that. Let businesses die type shit. So everybody's moving to, like, where the big people are going, like Texas. Joe Rogan's in Texas. People are following. I was reading an article today, and I guess Bill Burr had said something off the cuff of they're like one bad argument away from ruining the comedy scene out there, because I guess like they're all following him, so all they have to do is get in one argument with Joe, and if they're like, then what? Because he's opening a new club out there. He's the one that like basically jump started the scene back there. Him, Dave Chappelle, a couple other people.
I'm sorry, I was confused. Who's one bad argument away?
Any comedian that follows Joe out there, they're one bad argument away from ruining their position and being in the comedy scene.
I think everybody who followed them out there they don't really get into even if they get into disagreements.
And someone
like,
and
cool.
someone else had mentioned in the comments, they were like, yeah, except for the fact that the whole point in their going out there is because they don't like the scene that they came from. Like the whole point in them, because everybody in Texas is like, don't bring your LA shit out here. Do not turn Austin into fucking LA, which is funny because Austin's like this big blue blob in a red state.
Yeah.
And I think it's the same way in maybe not Dallas. It could be Dallas. I could be wrong. And don't listen to me. I'm not from Texas, guys. But
he don't know.
I don't fucking know. But either way, the person's point was like, everyone out here doesn't want it to be like there. That's the point. So I'm excited because I think we're going to get some fucking phenomenal specials. And like, I don't know, I'm a huge fan of comedy. So I'm very, 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 very excited.
Specifically Tom Segura, Bert Kreischer,
Dude,
Joe Rogan, Ari Shaffir, Joey Diaz comedy.
Bro, and it's really funny because people hate on Joe Rogan all the time because I guess all his friends decide to get into bad shit, and then everyone's confused when Joe can't really be around that. That doesn't make sense to me. Why would you? It's like getting mad at someone like, bro, how are you not going to stand up for your rapist friend? What? What do you mean? He did bad shit, and now you're mad that I'm not over on his side, even though you're mad at him? How does that make sense?
Who are you talking about?
Like Chris D'Elia. And then
That's what I was thinking.
And then you have Brian Callen, and then now you have Tony Hinchcliffe, which Ari Shaffir is standing up for. Which kudos to him because it off the cuff does look very racist what Tony said. I don't know if you've seen.
I don't even know what people said about Chris D'Elia. I still like Chris D'Elia.
A couple of his fans, I guess you could call them. I guess they're not fans technically, but at the time they were fans, and I guess they were underaged. And they said that like he tried to mess it. I don't think there's anything like that actually sexually went down. I think it was just insinuated that he was like trying to fuck some fans, which I'm sure everyone in that stature has, but these ones in particular apparently were not of age. The specific text messages they're talking about, he released a couple of statements saying like, yeah, we did message each other, but you can see in the conversation, once I found out their age, we no longer talked. And that's kind of true. That is what happened. But there's other, I want to say there's like other allegations that come along with that. So a lot of his sponsors dropped him. I don't know if his agency dropped him. I think his agent did. No, I think it's the other way around. His agent might have kept him, or he was dropped by a lot. Same thing happened with Brian Callen. He did the Fighter and the Kid podcast with Brendan Schwab, and they no longer do that podcast. And it's not because Brendan doesn't want to do it with them. It's because the podcast is bigger than that. So it was actually more financially sound to dismiss him for the time being and keep the podcast and the sponsors, I guess.
Good Lord. I
think Brendan came out and even said something. He's like, it's not so black and white. It's not like I hate Brian, it's like we have a lot of backing to release this podcast every week, and there's just too much on the table.
Too much at stake.
Yeah, and you get a bunch of people on the internet that are like, why is no one standing up for their friends? Joe Rogan's like, oh, I hate cancel culture, but then you're the one that feeds into it. And in my head, I'm like, none of us are in that situation. None of us have, every single one of them have at least $1 million in the bank, excluding Ari Shaffir, just because Ari is Ari. But none of us are in that world.
Yeah.
So for like one-sided people to be like, nah, he's a dick. I'm like, I don't know, bro. Because like, if I was in the same situation, if it came down to that, I don't know if it'd be different, but Joe doesn't even address it. He just leaves it alone. Like he doesn't stand up for him, but he also doesn't discredit them.
Right. But it's at the same time, it's not his.
I feel like it's not his place.
It's not his place to address, nor his concern.
Well, and it's the only reason people are mad is just because we all know that they were at that, like, and
to me,
at a certain point in time, they were friends.
It's just like asking celebrities their political take. I don't care what celebrities have to think about politicalness. Just because they're friends doesn't mean, like, he probably had no idea that he did any of that or that any of that took place. Why does his opinion fucking matter? He was probably a great dude to Joe. That's why they're friends.
Yeah. I don't get it.
Why would you ask Joe anything else?
The Tony Hinchcliffe thing is a little different because it was in comedy. It was at a show. The guy before him, I think there was a guy named Ping Chang, who is a stand-up comedian. I guess he didn't have a very good set, and they were in Texas. Mm-hmm. And, I mean, by a show of statistics, Texas can be a little racist sometimes. So when Tony came on the stage, he basically had made a joke about how the guy before him was a chink, mm-hmm. and you guys were still clapping. So who's actually racist? Because mm-hmm. I thought we were in Texas. Mm-hmm. It was like an off-the-cuff kind of backhanded compliment and joke to both the audience and the comic. Mm-hmm. But it was a set. And it was, to me, it wasn't in a deliberately I'm putting you down way. Now, yes, he could have not used the chink term, racial slur. I get that. But the guy he was making fun of / the audience posted just that part of a 15 to 20 minute set that didn't also show the rest of what he was saying. Like, they cut it off. But then Ari Shaffir has the whole video and posted it and said a clip of this video is going around trying to basically
insinuate that he was being racist.
Yeah, it's like trying to alienate / insinuate that my friend is doing something that would be like offensive, like trying to basically hurt somebody with his words, and that's not what happened, but that's how people are taking it. So people are trying to say cancel Tony Hinchcliffe, and something came on Reddit, and it was a show that Joe Rogan and Tony Hinchcliffe were going to do at mm-hmm. this place in Texas. Well, after that video surfaced, they took Tony Hinchcliffe off the banner, and people were like, see, Joe did this. He can't do his show. Yeah, and literally, this is my point. I looked into it. They were both headlining. Mm-hmm. So what this means is Tony wasn't opening for Joe and Joe wasn't opening for Tony. That means neither one of them had a say in either one of their sets because they were both the star. Mm-hmm. Now, if Tony was an opener for Joe, yeah, he can totally be like, no, I don't want him fucking opening for me. Not what happened. It was the club that fucking told him he couldn't show there that night. Right.
And then because Joe was also headlining, they were like, oh, it's his fault.
Yeah, but they still let Joe be there.
Good Lord.
Yeah, exactly. So that's what I've been reading on the internet is how mad can we be today? What do you need? The clip. Oh, here you go. Are you about to do this on fucking? Oh. And it dropped. Ha ha ha. So cancel culture is a bitch and a half. We'll get canceled soon, right? We talk long enough?
Yeah. What episode are we on?
This will be 11.
We'll make it to 20 and
we'll get canceled. Do you hear that, y'all? We won't even
be something inside those 20 episodes.
We won't even be on the internet long enough to make it into the algorithm before we get canceled.
You don't think with 20 episodes we'll make it into the algorithm?
if they keep the episodes up. If we get canceled, they'll take them down, and then we will not make it into the algorithm. Now, when we finally do, it'll be 10 years down the road, and podcasts will be obsolete, and everybody will be flying in their cars.
Why would podcasts be obsolete?
I don't know. I'm just talking out my ass. I'm literally just talking. I don't know.
I feel like I would listen to more podcasts if I could just fly my car everywhere.
Me too. I was trying to explain, because I went and saw Christian last night. It's a buddy of mine, for those that don't know. I went and saw him last night, and I was talking to him about podcasts, and he didn't understand, or at least he was ignorant to the fact that it's really fucking hard to find new podcasts.
Yeah.
Like, what people don't understand about the podcast, like, I guess, market, is it's a very tapped market, but the potential it holds is so untapped.
Yeah.
So, yeah, there's a lot of resources, and it's helpful now compared to how it was before. But, bro, it is difficult to find anything of quality. Like, it's difficult to find a new podcast. Like, there's outlets to where you can search for it, but even then, maybe your podcast won't pop up, even though you've tried to give it those like geotags and stuff for people to be able to find it. It's very difficult. But like stuff for like new music, people are always looking for new music.
Yeah.
But the people who listen to podcasts aren't necessarily looking for new ones, because the ones they listen to are big and release every week, and they probably have 4 or 5 of them.
Yep.
Right. So it's a very difficult like thing. So I was just explaining to him, like, between it and like music, it's like the concepts are very, 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 very almost the same, but the execution and then the results are so radically different. Yeah. It's so frustrating.
I know what you mean, though.
Yeah. But as far as podcast goes, dude, like, fuck. I wish it was easier just to be like, hey, here's a show. But instead, it's not. So, like, the algorithm is what you kind of have to rely on. So.
Yeah, it's already doo-doo.
YouTube has been getting weird. Because the clips now.
I have shit recommendations.
Oh, I get fucking great recommendations. But that's also because I literally use YouTube as a news feed.
I try and use YouTube as a news feed.
Yeah.
I have, it's pretty tailored to me, but at the same time, everything, it's just whack, dude.
No, see, maybe I'm in it too much, because, dude, I open my phone and get on YouTube, and it's like, I could click for hours, because it's like, the algorithm knows me so well. It's like, we got this.
Short clips, low-key.
Those short clips are always hidden. But them shits piss me off, man. When did those even pop up?
No idea.
Random, right?
They're stories or something, right? Or are they shorts? No, they're YouTube shorts. That's what they're called now, right?
They're YouTube shorts, but if you go to the actual YouTube page of that person, they're actual videos that have been posted.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
I don't
all
know
the videos are like 30 seconds long, but they have 1 million fucking views each.
Yep.
So is this like another untapped algorithm market to where these people are making crazy amounts of money simply because someone just so happened to stay on them?
They have to be, because some people only make shorts.
That's what I thought. Have you seen that stupid piece of shit Magic Kid? I know what everybody knows who I'm talking about.
I think so.
All right, I'm ready. That guy. And he's like, fucking does this stupid shit.
Reddit stories always pop up on mine.
Reddit stories? I've never seen Reddit stories.
He reads Reddit stories.
He reads Reddit. Have you seen that other guy? Everybody makes fun of him in the comments. It's the reactor guy.
No.
He just sits there and he's like, oh my god, that was satisfying. He's like the worst reactor ever. It's just like shows you like he's just watching random videos, and he's like in his little camera in his little corner of the screen.
In his little bubble.
And he's just like, wow.
Look at that.
That was satisfying. I don't even know if he's got an accent. I'm just making fun of him. Oh, shit. But those are fucking annoying. But they're also pretty cool, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're whack, but I guess I enjoy them sometimes. I guess TikTok. TikTok's whack.
TikTok can be a fucking rabbit hole, and then other times it can be a sinkhole, and then other times it can be toxic. It's honestly TikTok and Twitter. I still say Twitter is a fucking wasteland, because I know that they're being they censor a lot now compared to old Twitter. But man, I still can't believe that app's free.
I don't know how.
There's some wild shit on there.
There are some crazy.
There's
things.
some wild shit on there, dude. I think they just let them run amok on purpose. I think they're like, we have to keep it a little spicy.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Like, this is the spicy side of Twitter.
Right.
And then this is the political side of Twitter.
Dude, okay, and that's another thing I've noticed is they really have hushed the fucking right side, like the right wing on Twitter.
Yeah.
Like, hard.
Definitely.
Like, Donald Trump is not allowed on Twitter, dude.
Have you seen the...
or social media, for that matter, right?
I honestly don't know, like, where it is, but somebody's taking all of Donald Trump's... Oh, he's... what's the thing where they take, like, a screenshot and they sell it?
It's an NFT.
An NFT. They're taking...
Are they making every single one of his tweets?
Every single tweet an NFT.
Do they not know it's still his tweet?
I don't know.
Like, the NFT, like, it's still his tweet.
Mm-hmm.
You just own a digital...
I think it's to archive it.
You just own a digital copy of it.
Right.
But not technically the original.
Right. I think it's just to archive it.
NFTs are dumb.
Like, he'll never be able to get rid of it.
I say that. If I could get rich off an NFT, I probably wouldn't say they're dumb, but I don't have anything worth NFTing.
You heard about... No, never mind.
What?
It was H3 Keemstar stuff.
Ooh, yes. We haven't ever gotten to fucking podcast drama. Let's do it. Let's do it today. Get into it. Let's cut it. Cut the cheese, Josh.
Because I'm respectful, I won't say who they were talking about, but
we should say it.
No. To this person who's no longer with us, I will not say.
What?
Yeah. Just I'll get into it. H3 has
podcast.
Yeah. Kind of keeps talking about it, and it's irritating. But Keemstar leaked his desktop, and he had folders on it.
Whose desktop?
Keemstar leaked his own desktop
Why?
because he was looking at something. It was during the H3.
Oh, he accidentally.
Sued.
What do you call that?
Doxed.
He doxed himself.
Technically, because he just showed his desktop. That's it.
But
you
he had folders.
You could see all the folders, and he had a folder on H3.
Oh,
but
fuck.
The folder that H3 kept pointing out was another YouTuber's folder, and it was a YouTuber who was no longer with us. And he, as a joke, Keemstar released an NFT of his desktop, but that folder was removed.
Oh.
And H3 talked about it, but I think it was more respectful on Keemstar's part to remove it.
Yeah.
But H3 said they should make an NFT of just that folder, and I thought that was insensitive. Like, he was just joking about it at Keemstar's expense.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it made a joke of that.
Well,
and I'm just trying not to name drop it because I think it's more respectful to just keep it. No.
will you tell me off air?
Yeah, I will.
Who is it?
Oh, I just told you I'd tell you off air.
Fuck. Okay. Tell me off air.
But yeah, so
H3's been pissing me off lately. I think I personally do think he helped Trisha Paytas in her mental health as a person. Yeah, for sure.
I think Trisha's doing much better.
Yeah, but I think he's becoming an asshole.
Yeah.
That may be a hot take.
Like, I don't even think he should lose the Triller fight. Like, I think he's right with the lawsuit and everything.
What are they suing him for?
Well, they refiled it. I don't know if you've heard.
No.
So they dropped it, and he was no longer getting sued. But
Triller is the company that sponsors the fights that Jake Paul's been doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Specifically, the
I
one
think
where
Joe Rogan talked about this.
Yeah.
Triller is this it used to be a music company. Because Triller, I actually had it downloaded. It's how a lot of people got discovered.
Yeah.
Like the baby, shit like that. But it's now become like a fight sponsored company.
Yeah.
Why would they sue H3?
So H3 allegedly streamed part of the fight. It was like 14 minutes of the fight.
Did they though?
Yes. But either way, Ethan got footage pirated, and he uploaded an unlisted video for 14 minutes, and it was Jake knockout. But this lawsuit is for him streaming to 1 million people, and I believe he showed like a 14-second clip. I don't know. I know the lawsuit is, from what I've seen, the lawsuit is not gonna hold up very much. The new lawsuit, but it's like $50 million in damages.
I thought it was 100 at first.
It's 1 million views, $50 per view.
The fuck?
Because it's pay-per-view.
What? It just sounds like they want more exposure and more money.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Is H3 is becoming an asshole, but I don't think that he should lose this lawsuit. I think he's
in that specific.
In that context, yes.
Yeah,
but he's still an asshole.
I don't know. It irritated me a lot the way they handled the David Dobrik situation.
Yeah, definitely.
Because
but I think Trisha has a vendetta against him, and not even against her. Just like I think she's biased.
One could argue she's only biased because of the way they treated her, but then again, she wasn't exactly all peaches and fucking cream.
No, definitely not.
But at the same time, either way, I don't like how they focused on fucking David so much when Dom was clearly the issue here, and then they even focused on Jeff as well. And now I'm not hearing about anything.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm pretty sure
it's dead. David's just gonna wait a few more months and then come back.
No, they basically. I don't think he should have been deplatformed, and I don't think you should have ruined this man's career. I think you should have definitely focused your energy and you're at the right person.
Yeah, Dom.
Yeah,
because nothing happened to Dom.
No, I don't think he posts on YouTube, but he's been posting on like his Instagram, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And I think he actually posted a statement on Instagram saying basically, as far as he's concerned, it was consensual.
Yep.
And I think that's word for word.
Mm-hmm.
So that's some wild shit to say.
He said everything happened that night to me was consensual. Like from what he was told, it was consensual.
Well, he said word for word, as far as I'm concerned, everything that happened that night was consensual. I think he meant it
more, not like,
dude, I don't care.
Doesn't matter what she says, it was consensual. I think it was that night she told me, and that's what I had thought, was it was consensual. And I think, like, dude, I get, good Lord, I don't want to minimize anybody's situation.
I mean, they did basically get them drunk first.
Right, but I don't know, dude.
Oh boy.
It's a slippery slope.
Two men talking in one room.
I know. We don't know nothing. We shouldn't talk on it.
You shouldn't talk. You were about to say some wild shit up there.
I wasn't going to say wild shit. I was just going to say I think giving consent one night and regretting it the next is different than saying that it was rape. That's all. Having regret is different than saying like you didn't want.
I think both should have consequences. But
well,
I think both should have consequences, but I personally believe they're two. I think they're two different things. I think post regret is real, and I totally get it. I haven't necessarily been there, but I've almost been there.
Right.
But but now that's a slippery slope, because it could have been consensual, and then you're just like, man, I wish I wouldn't have done that. Right, instead of I felt like I was pressured into doing it, and now I really do regret it. Those are also two different things.
Yeah. But
then you get into a very, very, very thick context situation and conversation. And that's not one I am keen to have. Yeah. No.
We're not doing that.
No, but my point was I think they pointed the responsibility that, David should have had a little more than he made it seem like he could have had. Like he was like, no, I didn't know. But like, bro, obviously you knew something. You knew more than you were leading on to type shit. You know what I mean?
Do you think he knew more?
I don't think he thought his friend was in there sexually assaulting a woman. No, I don't think that. But I also know that he knew how Dom could be when he was drunk, because he had said that multiple times on camera. He never said he could get rapey, but but he did say he was a pushy guy and he could be overly flirtatious when he had been drinking, which a lot of men and people and women do get.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't think he necessarily thought his friend was an actual predator. Now, they had been friends since high school. They had known each other 4 years. So a lot of it could be him subconsciously being like, my friend could never do that, so therefore he brushes it off, which that is a problem on his part because then you're enabling his behavior.
Right, but you don't think everybody would do that with their friend?
That's my point is that should be more understandable, but instead they're alienating him and making him feel like he's the only person in the entire world to stand up for their friend, which is funny because everyone else in the world is hating on like people like Joe Rogan for not standing up for their friend in the exact same situation. So that's why it's a slippery slope, because you get both polar opposites of this argument and both parties are like, no, we're fucking right. But then when you show them this picture, they're like, well, I'm still right, but I don't understand what's going on over there. And I'm like, dude, whatever.
It's ridiculous.
It's a difficult conversation.
It's a slippery slope.
It's a slippery slope.
Dude, that slope is a slipping.
It's a slipping, yeah. Jesus. That whole situation irritated me, but the outcome made me even more mad because I feel like there was this huge buildup, and I really feel like H3 gave themselves a huge responsibility and then did not fucking...
Just didn't fulfill.
No. And I'm like, you had like everything right.
Well, fuck me then, right?
Like it was just like boom, 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 boom. Let's have 34 fucking lives a week about how we're going to expose these people and we're going to get justice. And then...
David Dobrik's canceled. Cool. Works here's done.
Yeah. It's like, what the fuck? I was like, that's not...
Fuck it and justice.
Bro,
and then
it turned into David hurt Jeff. And I'm like, really? Because then Jeff reveals in his video that David and him have actually worked that out.
Yeah.
And that is not a part of the issue. Now, it may be a little bit now because Jeff could be like, damn, bro, you did that to me. We were cool. And then this comes out and now I have to deal with this type shit. Like that I do get. But as far as that situation, that was done. That was handled separate. None of us even knew that they were getting out trying to vlog again. Didn't know that. And apparently this happened 7 months ago. Yeah. And then it turned into that, and it steered away from Dom. And I'm like, all right, whatever.
That accident happened 7 months ago?
Yeah. Like 7 or 8 months ago.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Think about it.
Happened forever ago.
What?
I thought it happened forever ago.
Maybe it was a year ago then. It's no more than a year. I know that much.
Okay.
But the only reason I know that is because I remember when Jeff released his videos and his face was fucked up and everybody thought it was makeup. And then now his face looks pretty good. But yeah, so I don't know. I found the whole situation irritating, and especially getting notifications on my phone from H3. I'm like, oh boy, another live, another emergency frenemies meeting. And then they solve nothing. They just talk shit. They fucking just stroke each other's dicks in circles, dude.
They really do.
That's their Circles podcast right there. The Circle Jerk podcast with H3 and Trisha fucking Paytas. Watch, she's gonna sue us if she finds this. Those fuckers. Am I wrong?
No, that we're gonna have beef.
Bro, I'm telling you. She's the type of fucking... I almost said bitch. She's the type of lady... Or whatever she identifies as.
Type of, she was transgender, wasn't she?
That was a thing, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Oh my God, I don't know then.
Whatever you feel like this week, Trisha.
Wow, look, she's gonna sue you for fucking defamation of character for that one.
I don't care, dude.
That's my point. Is she is the type of person. If she actually found this, boy.
She's the type of whatever she feels like this week. Come on now, be sensitive.
The thing with blonde hair and a loud mouth.
Oh my God.
Well, how do you argue with someone like that?
Someone like what?
See? Someone like that. That shit. I can't do that.
It's got you so heated, you just bopping your mic.
Fucking just
Like it's a bop it.
I had to move.
Twist it. Pull it.
Slap it.
Bop it. No, you have to bop it.
Cancel it. Ruin its career it.
Ruin its career it?
It's a verb. Learn it.
No.
Popping my collar. Popping my collar. Ever since I've been a... You know what I didn't realize until just now? Your
What?
fan is really strong when it's on, but dude, those like boards are tiny.
Yeah.
It's a small fan.
Yeah. I cleaned them too. They were super dusty.
Were they super dusty?
Dusty.
Dusty.
They were straight dusty.
So, what's with all this? Have you caught up on any of the Henry Cavill bullshit that's been in the news?
No.
But you've seen what I'm talking about?
Dude, I stopped reading the news when they tried to tell me the Army Hammer 8 people.
What?
They tried to say Army Hammer was a cannibal.
Who's Army Hammer?
Are you kidding?
No.
He's an actor. He honestly kind of looks like Henry Cavill. Look up Army Hammer. Armie. Did you lose your phone?
I guess I did.
Just keep
I found it.
smacking the mic. I
You-
did my fair share earlier.
I was about to
sorry.
say, dude, you act like you don't always smack the mic. Army Hammer. Watch, I'm gonna find it.
I was going to say Army Hammer cannibal question mark? Is that what you're looking for?
Oh, he does not look like Henry Cavill.
Well, I mean, tall white man, curly hair.
Yeah.
What?
How rude. Just because he's white
All white
and
people
he's a
look
man
alike,
with
you think?
muscles.
The only person that can be racist against are white people. Leave me alone.
His name is Armand Douglas Hammer.
Yeah, apparently he eats people.
Army Hammer. Cannibal. DMs and rape allegations. Holy fuck. Bro, speaking of cancer culture and famous people, did you see what the fuck happened to Matthew Perry the other day?
I'm like, Matthew Broderick is from Ferris Bueller.
No, not him.
Okay,
Is it
not Ferris Bueller?
Is it Matthew Perry, the one that was in Friends?
Do you know how many men there were in Friends?
Chandler in Friends.
Doesn't help.
Either way, pretty sure it's him. Pretty sure his name is Matthew Perry. He just got exposed for fucking matching someone and DMing them on Tinder.
Why does that matter?
You're fucking asking me? I don't know. You tell me. I thought you had the answer there. Because I said that out loud and I'm like, where's the issue? But apparently it needed to be written about and on the fucking news.
Does he have a wife?
No, oh. That may be a good one. But I'm pretty sure he doesn't.
Because if he doesn't, then I don't see a problem. Because you have to be 18 or older to be on Tinder. And if she's underage, it's her problem and he is not in the wrong. I'll put my foot down on that. You have to be 18 or older to be on Tinder, fuckers. If you try and expose somebody because you're on Tinder when you're underaged, it's your fault.
It says he's engaged.
Retro raggy.
Hold on. Let me get down at the bottom of this.
You hear me though?
Like if she was underaged.
Yeah, on Tinder.
A young TikTok user who went viral for posting a private FaceTime call she had with Matthew Perry released the video to expose how older men in Hollywood are, quote unquote, taking advantage of younger women on dating apps. She said, and I quote, "A lot of people were saying I'm a bully and mean for posting this, and it made me feel kind of bad, but at the same time, I feel like a lot of guys in Hollywood are talking to all these young girls, and it's something that I think a lot of people should be aware of." The user, Kate Harrelson, exclusively told Page 6 on Thursday.
How old is Kate
Harrelson, who said she was only 19 when she matched with Perry, now 51, on the Elite app last May, said the Friend star asked to move their conversations from Rhea to FaceTime almost immediately after matching. Wow, it's almost like he's done this before and is like, hey, are you a real fucking person?
Yeah. Like, I don't see the problem.
The Los Angeles-based personal assistant, now 20, said she matched...
Wait.
What?
First off, she's of age?
Yes. She was of age at the time.
Okay, stop the article. I don't see the problem.
However, she chose to chat with Perry because she thought, oh, this would be funny. I was not really thinking anything of it.
So she did it to embarrass him.
While on the FaceTime call, Harrelson said that Perry suggested they ask each other questions back and forth to get to know each other. The TikTok video shows a short clip of them playing 20 questions. Harrelson said none of these questions were sexual, but she did feel uncomfortable at times, especially since she said she was upfront about the fact that she was only 19. I don't think he minded that, and it kind of felt weird talking to someone my dad's age, and it just felt not right, especially when I knew I was as young as I was. Okay, so you matched with an older man. You have to swipe.
Yeah.
So she actively swiped, probably, yeah, as a joke.
But she did it.
Yeah, she swiped. They matched. And then she's
she
uncomfortable
him,
because of his age.
But she called him on FaceTime.
Yeah.
And then she did it to make fun of him.
That's, yeah.
So she's an asshole.
Hold on. The blonde beauty claimed that the actor asked her at one point, am I as old as your dad? So it is weird, she added, noting that she told the Odd Couple star that he was only about a year older than her father, which she claimed the TV star laughed off. Honestly, I never really had any intention of posting it, but then I saw that one video and thought, oh, this would be funny, she said. I didn't expect...
this would get me famous.
Well, Harrelson said she was inspired by another viral video shared on TikTok by a user named Naveen J, who posted a personal video of Ben Affleck after they matched on Rhea. Harrelson said the two women are now in touch via DM. Jay has advised her to ignore all her hate comments.
Why are people making fun of older men for matching on Tinder?
Because you get the fucking older men that are terrible people that ruin it for people like, I guess, Matthew Perry that just wanted to meet somebody but can't because he can't use a fucking dating app.
What did Ben Affleck do? He didn't do anything.
No, nothing. I'm pretty sure if he may have cheated on the whatever girl he was with.
I'm like, we don't know that story. We won't talk on that. But
the Ben Affleck thing is he just matched with a girl on Rhea and then the girl posted the DM. Like the conversation that they had.
Just bullying old men at this point.
I understand. Like, fuck the white.
They don't know how to use technology to begin with.
Fuck the straight cis white man, dude. Yeah, okay, I get it. Like, please, yeah, have your hullabaloo, but like, bro.
Can we bully the actually bad ones?
Yeah, can we like be mean to the people that are like not good people? Like, why do we gotta? I don't know. Yeah, like I'm over here standing up for a celebrity, but like, just imagine being that famous, having all that money, but still just feeling alone. You just want to talk to somebody that doesn't want your money.
And then you talk to somebody and you think it's a good conversation.
And then they post it on TikTok. They go viral.
Reporting it, and they've been making fun of you secretly this whole time. This is fucked up.
Not to mention, she had this shit for so long. Saw someone else go viral on the internet because of it, so she decided to use the information.
She waited for the market to be saturated. Saturated. I said saturated.
She waited for the market to be saturated. She waited for the
market to be saturated.
And now it's very wet.
It's very, very saturated.
Oh, Jesus. This is terrible. But yeah, so I didn't think you didn't know about that.
Yeah, no. Fuck her. What's her name? Perry?
This
Fuck
bitch. Her. Watch, we're talking so bad. Maybe we don't know the whole story, but that seems pretty plain to me.
Dude, it doesn't matter.
She explicitly said he never got sexual.
Okay, but... hot take, even if he got sexual, it's okay. They matched on Tinder. She's 19. They got sexual. She didn't like it. Get rid of them. That easy. There's a block button true. For a reason. You're an adult.
You could, I mean, I don't know. If I was that age, I wouldn't go for anybody that young. I don't go for anybody that's super old. So.
Right, but we're not those types of people. There's plenty of girls who go for older men and very, very much enjoy it.
Mm-hmm. Well, apparently now, even of the legal age of like 17, even that, apparently now that's iffy. Now, me personally, I don't date people like at all, so I don't have to worry about that type of thing. Not to mention, I don't meet anybody that young out anyway, because everywhere I go, you have to be ID'd.
Plus, all those young people, can't get into, adult places.
Then that's what I'm saying, is any place I go after 8 o'clock, you have to have a fucking ID and be 21 to get in.
Mm-hmm.
So, but apparently even the legal age of 17 is iffy now, depending on how much older you are.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then even when you're 18, people still get weird about it, which is weird because a couple years ago when I turned 18, no one fucking cared. So I don't know. I just find it very strange.
Yep.
The whole what we accept and what we don't accept throws me off.
Weird priorities.
Very weird priorities. And it's also, a lot of people don't talk about it, but the dynamic changes when it's a man to a woman, depending on the...
Yep, or a woman to a man.
Yeah, like, and say it was like a older woman and a younger man, I feel like that wouldn't have gone viral.
Nope.
I mean, maybe because you're like, oh my god, this older hot lady
Get
is
you a young man. Yes.
Or say it's the older lady is the star, and then the younger one is the TikTok user. The people.
No, that's what I'm saying is they would have supported the girl.
Probably.
Yeah.
Maybe not.
Dude.
Here's another thing: is the woman hot? Because if she is, it's different. And I know people don't want to hear that shit, but it's true.
Guess how old Jennifer Aniston is?
She's in her 50s.
Yeah, so if Jennifer Aniston did this, they would be like, yes, queen.
Right. No offense, Jennifer Aniston, we would love to have you on the podcast.
Yeah, we love you, Jennifer Aniston. Guess what? I'm 19, so if
get the fuck out of here.
The exact situation.
Nope. Are you going to expose her on TikTok, Josh?
Yeah.
You piece of shit. I know
How
it.
dare she not
How
hit
fucking
me up.
dare she? Are you going to beat her up?
No, that would get me canceled.
That would get you. She's older than you.
Oh, I'll let her
she
beat
is
me up.
Of
I'll
age.
let her beat me up.
But ooh.
Oh, wait, you're right.
Oh, shit.
With this new,
Equal.
culture,
You guys are
equal
equals.
rights, I have to beat her up.
Bro,
It would be sexist of me not to.
It would be sexist of you not to be. Thank you.
Just like Channing Tatum. He was gay before I hit him. He just happened to be gay.
It would have been homophobic for me not to punch him. Yeah. Dude, that argument to me in my head makes so much sense. I thought so.
I was like, yep, he's got it.
He's got a point.
Walk away from this
the man's got a no. He's got a point.
He's got a point.
That's kind of how I took that scene. I was like, well, that's dumb, but it's true.
Right. It always made me just like turn that gay ass music off, and he's like, "You hit me because I'm gay," and I'm like, "Whoa. That is not what he said."
Oh my god. I was gay before you punched me.
I think it would have been more gay, more homophobic. He didn't punch you.
Oh my god. What is it? I was listening to one of my podcasts the other day, and they
one
were
of them.
One of
my podcasts.
One of my podcasts. And dude, that's all I listen to. Fuck everyone that just made fun of me when I said that. Oh, my podcast. No, I don't watch the news. I don't watch TV. I watch movies when they come out if I want to see them. I watch TV shows if I want to see those. But if I'm doing anything,
yeah, they just make music for you to enjoy it.
I listen to music, but for the most part, I listen to podcasts because, dude, I like to hear people that are way smarter than me talk.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's nice. I like to hear things I don't know about. I like to learn. I also learn a lot of the way people talk. I really
like listening to Neil deGrasse Tyson talk to people until somebody pointed out that he
interrupts
people so much.
Oh, he does this interrupt. It's really funny because,
and I feel like he doesn't even do it on purpose. He does, like, his brain is just so massive. He just wants to tell you because he knows.
He's also so bad at getting to the point.
Yep.
I'm like, bro, I just asked you.
Like, have you seen that question where the kid asks about what if a black hole was inside another black hole?
And then he just
rambles for 5
bro,
minutes. And then at the end, he's just like, that'd be cool. Good question.
Yeah, basically. But I don't know. Like, dude, Lex Friedman's podcast?
Mm-hmm.
Bro, that fucking guy.
Whoever that guy is.
That dude, you don't know who fucking Lex Friedman is?
I'm fucking with you.
Who's Lex Friedman, Josh? Yeah, I caught him. Caught him in 4K. This fucking
it's a
guy.
Red Green Grumble over here.
This fucking guy, I don't know who Lex Friedman is.
No,
well,
dude.
he's
him and Red Green Grumble have a podcast together.
He has his own podcast.
You haven't seen the Red Green Grumble podcast?
Oh my God! Now I have to Google it. What's it called?
Red Green Grumble.
Red. Green. Grumble. What's the middle word? Green? Are you fucking with me right now?
It's a Rick and Morty joke. Dude.
Okay. See, I was about to say, as I'm typing it, I'm like, this isn't real.
It's Red Grin Grumble. It's the thing that Rick says to Summer and Morty, and it's like, yeah, we know Red Grin Grumble. That was so funny. And they're like, I made him up. He's not real. Stop being cheap.
Well, the Lex Friedman podcast, you just type in Lex Friedman on YouTube. He's got like 1 million subscribers, but he's a friend of Joe's is where I learned about him.
Imagine that.
But the reason I really liked him is because Joe had a guy on called David Fravor, and David Fravor is the guy that chased the fucking UFO in the ocean.
Yep.
Lex Friedman is like a physicist, or he's a scientist that works on like AI type shit. He's like one of the smartest men I've ever heard and seen. And him and David Fravor were able to sit down and have this super complex conversation about what took place. So it was like the one with Joe, but it was more in depth. Dude, one of my all-time favorites, because you just sit there and you can't believe what this man is describing.
I really like the one with David Politis. I hate the other dude though with the beard.
David Politis. Is that Lex the Joe on Joe's?
David Politis was on Joe's, I thought.
David Politis.
He's the one who worked on the UFOs.
Oh, you're tripping, dog. You're talking about fucking Jeremy Corbell and
Jeremy Corbell and David Politis were on Joe Rogan's show.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
You're going to feel real dumb because it's not the guy you're thinking of. The guy with Jeremy Corbell is George Knapp. But the one you're talking about is fucking Bob Lazar.
How many fucking UFO guys were there?
Bob Lazar and Jeremy Corbell, because Jeremy Corbell directed the only fucking documentary that Bob Lazar has put out. And Bob Lazar didn't even want to come on the JRE show and talk about it because he's like, everyone's going to make fun of me. They haven't
talked about
they
it.
haven't believed me for 30 fucking years. And they went out and had dinner the night before. Joe heard a story and was like, you have to come on.
Okay, well, then Bob Lazar is what I'm thinking of.
Yeah.
Okay.
I know.
Well, either way, fuck
You're
you.
like, no.
Shut up,
No.
bro.
You ever get tired of being wrong? I do. I really do. What's that movie? It's the one with, holy shit, it's got a phenomenal cast. Will Ferrell, Danny McBride. What's that movie called?
It's Land of the Lost. I was just going to let you keep going.
Land of the Lost. That's a good one. But Bob Lazar. Did you watch that one?
Yeah, I hate Jeremy Corbell.
Explain why, because I may concur.
He's a horrible filmmaker. Have you seen the documentary?
Are you talking about the documentary or the podcast?
Yeah, the documentary.
I know, but did you also see the podcast?
Yeah. Yeah.
And you liked the podcast.
Well,
I hated how Jeremy kept stepping in.
Yeah, and he was just like, see, you have to understand. Nothing has ever been told before. And I'm just like, dude.
Let Bob tell the story.
I don't care what you have to say. Okay, in the entire documentary, okay, it kept cutting back to him in his fucking chair on the computer. And I'm like, Jeremy, I'm not watching this documentary to see you. Stop showing me you. I don't care about you. I don't care about the filmmaking process that you went into this documentary. I'm here for Bob Lazar.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, I agree. Because one of my main issues I had when Bob Lazar was on, which I only think he went on with Jeremy because he was with Jeremy. I don't think he would have gone on alone.
Agreed.
But I'm glad we had him. But man, the whole time, it was when I really wanted to hear the answer from Bob, and Bob would give the answer afterwards, but I felt like with Jeremy's fucking pre-monologue added to the beginning, it like softened what Bob might have actually said, because he's like, well, Jeremy covered that part, so let me say what I think I'm allowed to. And that's what irritated me, because
there was also nothing new in the documentary. Everything
compared to what they talked about on the.
Well, yeah, but everything in the documentary Bob Lazar had already talked about, and they don't add any new information.
Well, they showed like the physical drawings and pictures, and like they were able to add like a context.
Yes and no. A lot of the people were complaining about that, like in the comments and in reviews and stuff. They were like, if you've read anything about Bob Lazar, none of this is helpful.
That's true. But he's also been saying the same story for 30 years, so I guess that would make sense.
But it makes him consistent.
It makes him super fucking consistent. And
by the way,
did you see...
Hold on. Anybody who doesn't know, this man said that element 115 would be a thing.
115.
115 would be a thing 15, 20 years before it existed. At least to our knowledge, the public, right? Yeah. He's fixing this mic. He said yes. So go ahead.
I'll just try not to touch it.
You're good.
But oh fuck, that's moving a lot. Bob Lazar, he the 115. The cool part about it was Joe Rogan just had somebody on the other day and literally spent an hour discrediting Bob.
Really?
Because he was like a CIA, or he was like one of the people somebody paid to do. He was like one of the people that would have known type shit, and he just kept being like, "Yeah, I don't think so though." And he like kept saying like the element 115, he may have seen it, probably not. And then he basically didn't think he like worked on. He just thought he was full of shit. And Joe kept being like, "Yeah, but like he went to the facility and was like, 'Hey, I'm Bob.'" And they're like, "Yeah, we know you worked here." And like he was in the directory, and like people were like, "Yeah, he worked here." And fucking he took him directly where he worked in that building, and like he knew exactly where to go because he had fucking worked there. And the guy was like, "Yeah, maybe."
Have you heard about the I'm not going to be able to do this justice. There's a new thing coming out because Trump put in an executive order to release all the alien info that we have.
That's been coming out.
Yeah, but it's coming out like soon now, like in June. It's supposed to come out like June 7th, really? June 11th, June 14th, something like that. Like soon as heck. Soon as fuck.
I have to fix this again. Come here and hold this.
For real?
Yeah, hold that. It's still on and working too, so be careful.
Yeah, I know it's on. I'm talking in both mics. Look, 2 different mics. Oh my god, my voice sounds so different whenever I go to each different mic.
It's because you already have bass in your voice.
Yeah, I have bass in my voice, so it's turned down on mine and it's not on yours. So it sounds super. Holy shit, it sounds weird. I sound like I'm in a box.
When they're both picking up?
Yeah, why do I sound like I'm in a box? What the fuck? Yo.
Yeah.
How you doing over there?
Struggling. Okay, I think we're good. Duh. Fuck, turn that goddamn fan on.
Which one?
Just one of them. It's getting hot in here.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, it's getting a little
toasty.
All
that work gets you a little toasty.
Well, I think everybody will be all right. They had an hour and a half of no fan noise in the background. It'll be okay. You grabbing your food? What is that?
It's Arby's. I assume that it's a roast beef and fries.
No shit. Mm-hmm. Damn. I have to go home and make some steak. We could probably end it right here. It's a good one for Friday. I try to keep
we're gonna end it with the fan noise.
Yeah, fuck yeah, we're gonna end it with the fan. Yeah. Oh, and the
it's like
back. Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty funny.
All right. I guess
we'll fucking leave.
I guess this is the end.
Oh my god. I guess we'll see you guys Monday. Oh my god.
Fucking beautiful bitches.
You son of a bitches. They're.
Hi, Dad.
Get the fuck out of here.
That's gonna scare him.
Yeah. You're fucking stupid. Jesus Christ. Well, it was nice chatting. We'll see you guys next week.
See you guys next week. Take it easy, everybody.
Laters.
Later.